Welcome back to my channel. I hope you like the new background. I kind of just threw it together because I'm kind of rushed doing this video because I'm a procrastinator. But yeah, I'm gonna do something really cool with the chalkboard background. This was just kind of thrown together, but soon it's gonna be really cool looking, so get excited. Anyway, enough about the new background. Today's video is going to be in honor of May being Mental Health Awareness Month. And of course, being me, the mediocre YouTuber person existence that I am, I'm doing it the very last possible second, May 31st, probably going to be uploaded tonight. So, where to begin? So, in this video I kind of just want to talk about my own mental health status. If you have been watching my channel for a while, or if you've gone back and watched all of my videos, you know I've mentioned words like depression, anxiety, self-harm, eating disorder, etc. So in January, I got a firm diagnosis as to what my problems are, and I just want to talk about that a little bit. So I got diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and I know I've put it on my Instagram, and I think I've mentioned that they were thinking that, but I got a firm written up diagnosis. I have bipolar disorder, which, if you don't know, it's a mood disorder where the chemicals in your brain are fucked a little bit. I mean, just a little bit fucked up, and you just have really bad mood swings, and you can't control your mood swings, and it's a degenerative disorder. So as I live, it's going to get worse, the way that any other degenerative disorder would be. So I have to face the possibility of me taking medication and looking into stuff like that. And you may be wondering why I'm telling you this. Maybe it's a private matter and I shouldn't tell people. That's definitely what my doctors told me, but this is what I think. Everybody has some sort of mental issue, or everybody has had a time in their life where they have a mental issue, you know? Everybody has felt depressed. Everybody has felt anxiety or social anxiety, or a lot of people, I think, go undiagnosed. They have maybe a mental disorder or a personality disorder. The difference between mental disorders and personality disorders is that a mental disorder is a lot of times genetic, and sometimes it'll lay dormant in your brain and it'll get triggered, or you're just born with it and you always have that mental disorder, and it is a chemical problem that lots of people will use medication to help fix, you know. And so some different mental disorders would be obviously bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, ADHD, autism, obsessive compulsive disorder. These are things that people have that they do need a lot of help with. They do need to take medicine for to help themselves, you know. And I know it's a big controversy to take different medications, and I do personally believe that the pharmaceutical world does give people diagnoses that they don't have and gives them medication that they don't need and makes them become dependent on them. I do think that happens. It is a very controversial topic, and I do think that it's definitely a flawed system. I feel like they're very money hungry, and they're going to give people diseases that they don't have in order to make that money. But obviously some people do have mental issues and do need medicine. So personally, I'm going to take medicine and it's going to be great. I'm so rambly, guys. I'm sorry. So a personality disorder is something that you don't need medicine with. It is in your personality. It is something that you can fix through therapy, and you can kind of coach yourself through and just develop coping mechanisms for when you have these issues and identify what your issue is. Some examples of personality disorder would be borderline personality disorder, antisocial personality disorder, histrionic personality disorder, schizoid personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder. If you're interested in those and wondering what they are, you can go ahead and Google them and look them up. But these types of things can be developed from childhood, or it can be caused from some trauma, or how your brain is shaped, and you don't really need to take medicine. I'm not a professional. I just go to therapy, and I'm kind of relaying what my therapist tells me about it. So don't take what I'm saying, as, oh, Hannah knows everything. Hannah's expert. No, Hannah's an 18-year-old girl who has issues and knows about her own issues, but is trying to make a video for everybody's issues. Anyway, as I was saying, and when I was going in seeing my psychiatrist, and she was giving me my medicine and my prescription and talking about it, she was like, don't tell anybody. It's so stupid. Don't tell anybody. They're gonna judge you. I think that is ridiculous. Why do I have to hide my disease, you know? Like, why do I have to hide that? Like, people who have diabetes don't have to hide that they have diabetes. People who have cancer don't have to hide away cancer because society tells them that they should be ashamed. Like, I refuse to be ashamed because I have bipolar disorder, because I have mood swings, because I have problems, you know? Like, everybody has problems. I think everybody has gone through some sort of mental issue, you know, whether it be a bout of depression or whether it be schizophrenia, you know, like, on the scale, like, whether it be something small or something big, like, you understand. And I think a lot of people live their life undiagnosed because of the stigma of shame that follows around, like, going to therapy, getting help, being on medications, being diagnosed. Like, I am so sick and tired of this shame. And so I'm not gonna stand for it. Like, I'm gonna talk about it. And I want you guys to feel comfortable talking about it too. Talk about it to me. Put it on social media. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Because everybody has these issues. Like, everybody feels so alone with all of these feelings that they have. And because nobody talks about it. Nobody says, well, hey, like, I have this. Like, I'm bipolar. I'm depressed. I'm anxious. I fucking had anorexia for a while. Like, nobody talks about it. And it's fucked. It's fucked. Like, I want to be able to level with you on the most personal. I want to connect with my audience. I want to get to know you guys, and I want you to get to know me. This is who I am. This is what causes me to act the way that I do. And if I'm gonna be ashamed of that and hide that away, then I'm just being this fake ass bitch, like, on camera all the time. Like, I'm trying to be real as fuck with my audience. And I want you guys to be real with me too. If you feel comfortable with it, leave me a comment below. Like, let me know what you're going through. Like, maybe we're going through the same things, or maybe I can give you some advice. Anyway, moving on to the next portion of this video, I just want to talk about all of the things that I have suffered with and dealt with, and maybe some advice on how you might want to treat a person who has these same issues. So the first issue that I ever came to terms with was depression. And it is a very, very real thing. I haven't really met anybody who's just like, yeah, I know, like, depression. No, I don't know what that shit is. Like, no, everybody, I feel like, understands depression. Whether it just be a small little bad day every now and then, or months of your life that are wasted because you can't get yourself to get out of bed. Everybody, I feel like, knows what it's like to fucking be depressed. So, if you have a friend that is depressed, you just, like, this is going to be a overall theme, patience. You just have to have patience with them, because a lot of the times they're not going to want to hang out. They're going to want to stay home. They're going to want to, like, be alone. And if you can, like, try and get them to come along with you. But sometimes, despite your best efforts, these people are just going to try and isolate themselves. And you also have to remember that you're just their friend. How to treat somebody with bipolar disorder, as I'm learning. Again, you have to have patience. You have to realize that they are going to snap on you, they are going to cry, they are going to have issues for the most part. And personally, the closer that I get to somebody, the more that I'm able to show them, like, how I'm really feeling, because I've gotten really good at pushing down these mood swings as they happen. But the closer that I get to you, the more comfortable that I get around you, the more you're going to see these mood swings as they arise. So you just have to, and you have to realize that when they snap at you, it's just, there's so much going on in their head. There's so much, like, negativity going on in their head that they can't hold back from coming out anymore. And this is not to say that people who are bipolar shouldn't be accountable for what they say, because they are. Like, they're people, like, they can think, they're intelligent. Like, I always am apologizing to people that I hurt, but things pop out of my mouth. Personally, a lot of my mood swings are manic, whether it be like a positive happy manic or an irritable, like, angry manic. Like, I just go and go and go and go and go, and I just can't think, and I can't even really describe it. It's just, there's just a constant ticking just in my head, just all the time. So I hope that makes you kind of understand what it's like to be bipolar, I guess, a little bit. Just gotta be patient and understanding. And I made a whole video about my eating disorder and eating disorders, so if you're interested in that, that's on my channel. I guess I'll link it below. That is something that's incredibly uncomfortable for me to talk about. Just go watch the video. I just don't even want to, like, put myself through bringing it up again, but there's that wonderful video for you to go and watch. So I don't know why I keep gesturing this way because it's just gonna be linked below, but yeah. Lastly, I suffered a lot with self-harm, and this is really near and dear to my heart because I understand what it's like to self-harm and what it's like to feel like you need to do that to calm yourself. So my advice to people who do it is that it's okay. Like, it's okay that you go through this. You're not an awful person. It's not okay to hurt yourself. Don't get me confused with that, but it's okay that you have this, you know? Like, things are gonna get better and you're gonna figure out how to cope with it, but if your friend, like, you find out that they're self-harming, something good to do is just be supportive. Be like, hey, like, just call me, like, we'll figure something out. We'll go do this. When you feel like you're in that danger zone, like, offer them a way to get out of that situation, you know? Something that you never, ever, ever want to do is to tell somebody, oh, if you cut yourself or burn yourself or do this, or whatever their self-harm is, if you do that one more time, we're not going to be friends. And I think a lot of people think this is like a motivator for people to not relapse, but it's really, in my opinion, it's really kind of selfish because their struggle with their body and their coping mechanisms has nothing to do with you, dude. Like, your ultimatums are really not going to stop this person. It's going to make them lie to you or not trust you, or it's going to cause resentment to come between you. So you have to understand that this is a battle that they fight alone. It's an addiction. Let's talk about the science behind self-harming. So when you cut yourself, burn yourself, hurt yourself, it creates endorphins. It creates like a happy, satisfied chemical in your brain, and when you feel that, personally for me, it was just numb. Like anxiety attack, my heart's racing, the world is ending, like the walls are crumbling down around me, and then you just like carve a couple lines into your skin, and then it's all quiet, numb, easy. And that was just me personally. And so you have to understand that this is an addiction. It's just like drugs, and you have to understand that it is a constant battle. Give credit where credit is due also. Congratulate people when they are clean for any amount of time that you are resisting the temptation to hurt yourself to make things better. Even if nobody else has told you, I am fucking proud of you. Even if nobody else has ever said this to you, even if nobody else knows that you do it, if you didn't hurt yourself today, like, dude, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. You got this. Things are gonna get better. I promise you, things are going to get better, and you don't need to hurt yourself to feel better, okay? Okay, so to reiterate my points from this video, first of all, I am not taking any more shame for mental disorders. Everybody has mental issues, and everybody feels so alone with all of their mental issues. I'm so tired of that bullshit. Let's start talking about it. I'm never going to be ashamed and hide away my issues because I have them. They're what makes me me. They are what have made me stronger or more empathetic towards people. I have starved myself because I thought I was fat. I have bipolar disorder. I have been depressed. I have had social anxiety, and I have struggled with self-harm for a long time. And I'm not over it. Like, I still have the thoughts. I still have the impulses, but I have better coping mechanisms now. Like, I'm gonna say it over and over and over. Everybody has mental issues, but if you know someone who has a diagnosis or you know what's up with them, patience. Patience is the key, guys. The worst thing ever is going through all of this shit alone. And I want people to feel like they can reach out to me. I want people to feel like they can reach out to each other. I just want to build a wonderful support system for everybody. Just want everyone to be able to talk about it and to not feel alone. My camera just shut off. But anyway, so I hope you're having the best day ever. I hope you are so happy with your life. I hope you are just feeling all of the summer vibes. I love you guys so much. I am so happy that you are subscribed to me and you are here and you are watching this video. So yeah, bye. But you know, in case you're not having the best day, this is my cat Henry. Yeah. He's 6.5 weeks old and he's my new baby, and I mean, if you're not feeling good, just look at that face. Look at Henry. Yeah, he makes dinosaur noises, but